Hi, Mark Rogers here, and you're getting this video because somewhere along the way we've enjoyed times of the Lord together. And it was last summer when my family and I were able to make a trip out east. We got to see some dear brethren out east as well. And the thought is, that all the miles separate us, and yet we're able to enjoy the Lord together when we're together. And yet there's so many miles in between us, between the West Coast and the East Coast. So the thought occurred to me, technology does allow us to come together, and I got to thinking about something that I have done before in my business practice. And I got to thinking, I said, you know what? Maybe there's a way to do this for a few weeks or whatever to enjoy the Lord together in a very interesting way, particularly on a Saturday evening. And so what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to show a little bit and demonstrate a little bit about the technology in which I propose something, and I'm really asking for your feedback. So if you could reply back to the email, letting me know your thoughts. And the premise of this is to have a live meeting, a virtual meeting, using the GoToMeeting platform. And it would be Saturday evening. It would be Saturday evening because the following day is the Lord's Day, the first day of the week, the Lord's Day, it's His day. And having a brother share a particular thought to meditate upon for the Lord's Day. And it might be 20 minutes, 25 minutes of that. I actually was thinking about maybe leading off the little webinar session with prayer requests as well, and having some typed in, etc. So the essence of it is something that would go on for maybe 4 weeks. If it was going well, we could extend it a couple more weeks or something like that. So I'm thinking 4 to 6 weeks, and have a brother be able to share a tremendous thought about our Lord Jesus, or the some aspect in relation to the first day of the week and the remembrance that we get to have. Remember, this opportunity that we have on the first day of the week is only available right now, because at some point when we're in the glory, we won't have the first day of the week anymore. And so what an opportunity to be able to share these thoughts coast to coast for a limited time during the winter time. It is dark, it is cold, and I know some of you out in the east and up even north as well, that it would be refreshing to have this. So I am looking for feedback on this, and you're getting this email specifically for that. So let me show you a little bit what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you haven't seen what GoToWebinar technology is that basically there is a hosted website whereby everybody is able to call in directly or come in via a specific URL link. And like I said, I would use GoToMeeting. I like that word, GoToMeeting.com. And basically, I would be able to be the host, and I'd probably have another brother help me with co-hosting it, basically, some of the technology ends of things. But basically have another brother, obviously I need another brother to help out here, to give, like I said, a special thought, a word, for a Saturday evening, right? And make it only about 20 minutes long. And so what would happen would be that I would dialogue directly with that brother via the phone connection, or they're talking on their computer, and be able to share. I'm kind of a visual guy, and so if the brother would give me some drawings, or some thoughts, or some scriptures or whatever, why we would have some visual stuff here too. We would work that out before each one, and just to kind of get some visuals going on there as well. But everybody is coming into this and the good news is everybody will be muted. Okay, so there isn't any kind of talking over one another, nothing like that, no distractions. And we can have 50 folks on the line, we could have 100 folks on the line, and it's all free, and by the way, it can be international as well. So I was thinking about, like I said before, 6 p.m. PST on Saturday, which would then obviously give that a 9 p.m. EST on Saturday. and we would have a nice little time together. And I would really run it for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and if there's blessing coming out of it, we might go maybe 2 more weeks, something like that. And as I mentioned earlier, I would also be keen on having some lead off with some just some prayer requests, and so I may end up opening up a line or whatever to have someone share a prayer request or something like that, and they can also come in. Written as well, so people can type things in. They can type them in, and I can share that. So the agenda really would be a little time of prayer requests, prayer answerings as well, and then we would have a special thought for 20 minutes by a brother regarding the Lord's Day, the Lord's Supper, the Lord's work, etc., and then do a wrap up, and we should maybe be able to be wrapped up in, say, 45 minutes or so. I know it gets late on the East Coast. So that's a little essence of what I have dreamed about, and being able to tie those that are on the West Coast, those that are on the East Coast, and everywhere in between, and tie us together to enjoy some things of the Lord for a few minutes on a Saturday evening as we get ready for the next day. So as I said before, if you can, I do have a request of you. If you can email me back, okay? So email me back, and a couple quick things. First of all, let me know of your interest in helping with 20 minutes, okay? If there's something that you say, you know what, I really would like to share that for the Lord, on a Saturday evening, love to hear your thoughts as well. Also, let me know too about your possible email distribution too. I don't have a lot of emails, and so are you able to send out directly to folks on your end a specific URL? This is a URL will be generated specifically for that evening, and people can log in on that URL. And frankly, at the end of the time, since everybody will be muted, it's going to be something where it's going to be very, very controlled. And so even those that are not gathered to the Lord's name may enjoy it as well. We'll keep things very again, we're going to focus on the Lord on things too. So your email distribution, would you be willing to help distribute that as well? So anyway, between those two things, I would certainly appreciate any feedback you have. So go ahead and email me back, with those two thoughts there. And if there's enough brethren that say, you know what, that is a nice thing to do, we would certainly join in the work with you on that and getting emails out and such like that. Why I'm happy to set up the logistical side of things and do a launch, and I may even set up a quick dummy web page or whatever, just a landing page with that. And we'd really love to enjoy the Lord on a Saturday evening in the dark winter hours as we're trying to get through the winter. So hope everything's well with you. We do look forward to seeing you face to face, but maybe we can meet online sometime very shortly.